Hello, I'm Ralph Parrish, President of NAFCO. We're honored to be one of the finalists in the AISC IDEAS competition as you recognize innovation in structural steel. The SteelRidge Center embodies exciting new possibilities for strength, productivity, and architectural grace. But even beyond these design qualities, SteelRidge Center also tells both the story of NAFCO and the product we make in its decor, furnishings, and art. Built on the foundation of 70 years and 3 generations of experience as a steel fabricator, our corporate headquarters in the SteelRidge Center showcases how structural steel can prove to be the material of choice in a complex site, even as it complements the natural surroundings. From concept to final completion, our team approach worked economically to create a model for future designs and construction. I am proud of how this team met the extreme challenges presented by COVID to complete this project safely, efficiently, on time, and within budget. This brief video presentation shows structural steel meeting the unique demands of this project and creating something of lasting beauty. We look forward to further discussions of our work. Thanks for your consideration.
Hello, I'm Robert Horton.
And I'm Andrew Butler.
Together we'll walk through what made the SteelRidge Center successful and why structural steel was central to that success. Let's begin. First, we chose the site for its natural beauty among a mix of new and old growth trees with a stream at the base of the lot, and the terrain made it an ideal proving ground for structural steel.
By rotating the 70-foot by 140-foot structure perpendicular to the contours, the strength of steel and the beauty of steel is displayed from the moment one steps on site. The ribbon windows and the curtain wall systems peel back the exterior envelope to expose the floor to truss system.
The strength of this system allows large windows and flexible interior floor plans. At the same time, achieved a balanced deflection management with a combination of trusses, a mast and tension element system, moment frames, multiple styles of bolted moment connections, and composite design.
There were also practical challenges with the site, namely a 100-foot change in elevation and the need for 2 separate retaining walls. In turn, this required deep foundations to reduce the footprint, plus create ample parking for 3 floors of offices. As an example, the primary cantilever support columns and foundations were designed for approximately 1,000 kips, or 1,000,000 pounds.
The cantilever design reduced overall site impact, managed the slope, and allowed vehicles to both pass and park underneath the building.
In this video, we begin with the offset core on the right-hand side of this video, with fairly standard all-bolted column and beam erection and localized cantilever elements made possible by a multitude of moment connection styles. During the core installation, within 10 days of the start, shop-built stairs were installed to provide safe passage to upper floors. The offset core is to be followed by the primary trusses spanning the future driveways and the interior moment frames.
Necessity is the mother of invention. The constricted building site, one way in and out, and very little laydown area forced us to be strategic through just-in-time sequence steel delivery, elevated stick-built primary trusses, and crane placement. The result of this planning completed framing in 5 weeks. That's an accelerated timeline for a project of this size and complexity. Let's take a brief look at the steel 3D model and highlight the many design elements and systems we utilized. The building's primary gravity system consists of the offset core, the primary cantilever trusses, the end cap truss, the mast and tension members, and the internal moment frames and composite design. These all work together to manage stresses and deflections effectively. The lateral load resisting system for the east-west environmental loads are made up of the offset core, a portal frame made up of the primary cantilever trusses and adjacent columns, and the internal moment frames. The north-south loads are managed by concentrically braced frames, both inverted V, chevron, and single diagonal, and eccentrically braced frames influenced by interior access needs. Connections were designed as all field bolted for ease of erection and include standard clip angle connections, extended shear tab connections for efficient drop-in beam installation, moment connections to column strong axis, moment connections to column weak axis, through girder moment connections, moment connections to tube sections, and connections configured for cantilever beams over girders and knee braces. Although individually these elements are known to us in the steel industry, the innovation came through choosing and combining all of these design approaches and techniques to provide solutions for a unified, unique structure.
We would like to speak about how structural steel made many decorative features on this project possible. As you can see, there's a cantilevered theme at work. The strength of the material permits a happy marriage of function and aesthetics. Using a composition that incorporates tone, line, and shape, the Bauhaus influence can be seen throughout the design. That allows us to create a structure that is pleasing to the eye without compromising its graceful, natural surroundings.
As one example, the double knee brace permitted the creation of the boardroom balcony and the canopy above it.
In turn, this architectural feature means unity between working and outside environments for an almost treehouse effect. Opening the nanowall glass wall system allows the inside boardroom and the exterior balcony to become one workspace. Cantilevers permit balconies on the north, south, and west sides of the building as well.
Further, the cantilevered approach permits an entry canopy with no visible support elements. With the strength and versatility of steel, we can design a cantilever element that can also provide support of 3-story windows for uninterrupted views in abundant natural sunlight.
Finally, this design approach means less site impact for the building, allowing a fuller integration into the surrounding natural beauty. While the strength of structural steel makes elements such as balconies and the entrance canopy possible, it also provides design inspiration for other appointments in the building. For example, the continuation of metal panels from the exterior envelope to the interior stairwell walls blurs the lines between interior and natural environment. Exposed architectural steel braces and columns throughout speak to both the product NAFCO creates and the beauty it can bring to every job. Architecturally exposed structural steel class 1 was utilized in finished settings, letting function be the form. Guardrails of steel plate, wire rope, and stainless steel reinforce a unified look and feel. And finally, as building tenants seek to maximize space, the extensive use of structural steel means no interior columns, affording the greatest possible flexibility in the interior design.
While beauty and strength are equally important, safety is paramount. As a safeguard against fire, an intumescent coating, Sherwin-Williams FireTex, was applied to the steel before delivery and installation. This fireproofing was shop applied in thicknesses of more than 1/4 of an inch based on the thickness ratio of each member. When we began this project, one of the highest priorities was to create a showcase for structural steel in both its capabilities and the full extent of its aesthetic potential. Not only have we created a structure that will stand the test of time in terms of endurance and function, but it will also become a landmark, an example of how buildings can effectively blend into the surrounding landscape, not just be placed upon it.
In that sense, we believe that the SteelRidge Center building realizes the ideals you seek in the AISC IDEAS program. As a finalist, we hope our work serves as an inspiration for future projects.
I'd like to thank Robert and Andrew, as well as Daniel Dillon, president of our general contractor, Reeves Construction, for their passion and meticulous care from the initial concept of the development of all aspects of the project, including site development, building form, utilities, and finishes. The team collaborated throughout the process. As president of NAFCO, our corporate headquarters is more than a source of pride. It embodies the potential of the product we design, manufacture, and erect. Once again, we are honored to both be a finalist and to be included in such excellent company. The future of our industry is strong, like the product we make, and the work featured by AISC is proof. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.